Hi, in this chapter we want to talk about variables and their limitation. RAM is a very fast memory that you can save data and variable on them and retrieve data from them fast. But in the other hand, there is a ROM that is a read-only memory and you can't write to them. In some situation you can use them like RAM, but it's not recommended. So RAM is read-only memory that you save data in them once when you program and compile and program your microcontroller, and after that you can't change that data and you only be able to retrieve data from them. In microcontroller or MCU, you don't have a lot RAM and ROM, so you should be careful about which variable you should use. All variables will be stored in RAM, but there is a variable that we don't need to change them, and they are constant, so they will be saved in ROM. So each constant value should be placed in ROM, and I will show you how to do that. Now let's find some microcontroller datasheet and see how many RAM and ROM they have. Let's first download one. So open your browser and search for 80 mega 8 data complete. 80 mega 8 datasheet complete. And try to download it. It is downloading and open it. So in this section you can see that it has 8 kilobytes of in-system self-programmable flash program memory. This is ROM. So it has 8 kilobyte RAM. Kilobyte. Just remember that it is kilobyte. No, it is not kilobit. It is kilobyte. We will talk about it later. And it has EEPROM. EEPROM is memory that if you turn off your microcontroller, data in that won't be erased and you can retrieve it after restart. But every data that is stored in RAM, you can't retrieve it after restart. It will go away when you restart your MCU. And you see 80 mega 8 has 1 kilobyte of internal SRAM, or you should say it has 1 kilobyte RAM. Let's open another datasheet. There is a site that has all datasheet. Its name is all datasheet. It is easier to find datasheet in there. Just click alldatasheet.com and search for LPC. And you can download it from here. So this is LPC datasheet that has 4 datasheet in it. That is for 4 ARM Cortex M3 microcontroller. If you go to ordering information and right here, let's visit, and now you can see it clearly. For first microcontroller or MCU, it has 512 kilobytes of RAM, and it has 64 kilobytes of RAM, and it has not any EEPROM. I will talk about EEPROM later in details, of course. And for a second, you see 256 kilobyte flash or RAM and 64 kilobytes of RAM. Let's open another datasheet. This is the MCU that I worked before with it and as LPC. This is the one. Open it. So in this MCU, you can go to part numbering. Why part numbering? Because it has its RAM value and its ROM value in its name. So go to part numbering. So from here, you can see how many RAM and ROM it has. If it's 4, so it has 4 kilobytes of RAM and 16 kilobytes of ROM, and so on.